Hello friends, this is Akash Misar here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Mechanical Engineering Make. We are moving with manufacturing. This is 39th lecture, and in that also now we are discussing advanced manufacturing processes. We have completed number of processes up till now, and in today's lecture we are going to complete electron beam machining and laser beam machining. So firstly we will concentrate on electron beam machining. What is electron beam machining? The heat will be supplied with the help of electrons, that beam of electrons, and the evaporation of material will take place and the machining will occur. Like this is electron beam. Okay, this is electron beam. That electron beam will carry some electrons, and that electrons will carry some heat energy, and that heat energy will be given to workpiece. Okay, and because of that heat energy, that workpiece particles will evaporate, and the machining action will happen. This is the basic principle of electron beam machining. So we will look some parameters, and this is wholly thermal process, as electron beam is going to carry the heat there, and because of heat evaporation is going to occur. So all process is thermal process. Okay, so MRR will be denoted by Q, which is equal to A into V. Okay, that is nothing but area into velocity. Then beam power. Okay, which area and which velocity? That is nothing but area where the beam is intending there, and the velocity of that beam. This is nothing but MRR. Then next is beam power for Q. Okay, beam power for this much amount of MRR, that will be denoted by P, which is equal to Q into C, where C is specific power consumption. Specific power consumption, and which have some values like 12 watt per mm cube per minute. As this is specific power, so unit will be watt per mm cube per minute. For tungsten, this value is for tungsten. 12 is value for tungsten, then 7 is value for iron, then next is 6, and which is for titanium, and another value is 4, and which is for aluminum. Okay, so ultimately the power will be depend on Q, that is nothing but MRR, and another parameter is C. C is nothing but specific power consumption, that is nothing but power per unit Q. So ultimately that will become 12 watt per mm cube per minute for tungsten, 7 watt per mm cube per minute for iron, 6 watt per mm cube per minute for titanium, and 4 watt per mm cube per minute for aluminum. So note down these values. These values are important. Note down this formula and this formula also. Okay, this is only area into velocity. In numerical you will given the value of area and velocity, so you will get the value of Q, and ultimately you will given the value of specific power consumption, so you will get the value of power required for this Q. Okay, so these are the formulas for electron beam machining. Now we will move towards our next machining, that is nothing but laser beam machining. Okay, if you have any doubt or if you haven't cleared any concept, then let me know in comment box. I will definitely try to explain that thing. Okay, laser beam machining. So how it will happen? There will be one apparatus which is nothing but laser generator. Okay, it is laser generator which is going to generate the laser beam, that will have here fully reflecting mirror and here partially reflecting mirror. Okay, this is fully reflecting and this is partially reflecting. Then at the both sides or at the round of this, there is nothing but this xenon flash lamp, which will be given positive and negative supply, positive negative, positive, negative. Okay, likewise the supply will be given, only change the sign here, positive, here negative, negative, positive. The supply will be given to xenon flash lamp. Here is fully reflecting mirror, here is partially reflecting mirror. So because of that mirrors, what happens, all the rays of that generated with the help of xenon flash lamp will pass in this direction. Okay, and that direction we will get here. But again, these now in one direction, but that rays are too much, not only one ray, so we have to generate one ray. So for that we are going to use here one lens. Okay, so from that lens we will be able to concentrate all the rays at the one point, and after that that one ray will pass, and that will make the hole in workpiece or machining. Okay, this is workpiece, this is laser ray, and that laser ray is generated with the help of xenon flash lamp, partially reflecting mirror, fully reflecting mirror, and the supply will be given to xenon flash lamp, and that generated laser, okay, that will be concentrated at the one point only with the help of this lens, and that one ray will be passed, that intense ray will be passed from that workpiece, and ultimately we are going to generate hole, or we are going to cut the workpiece. This is nothing but basic principle of laser beam machining. Okay, and here the full form of laser is nothing but light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, that you all know. Okay, so that is not an issue. So only draw this figure. This figure will give you all the idea about how the laser beam machining happens. Okay, now I will give you some points of these diagram and laser beam machining. Firstly, this is nothing but laser generator, and here as we are going to use xenon flash lamp and etc., these are specific I have shown you. So this is ruby laser, ruby tube, and with the help of this ruby laser is going to generate. Okay, this is specific laser generator, ruby tube laser generator. Now we will move towards next parameter, that is nothing but no direct contact of workpiece and tool. As there is tool is nothing but laser beam, so no direct contact of workpiece and tool. Then next parameter is easy machining of brittle, non-metallic and hard materials. As here the workpiece we don't have to give any electricity, so that material may be non-metal, any ceramics or etc., plastic etc., but easily for hard material. Okay, if material is harder, then that is easy with the help of laser beam machining. Okay, then next is blind holes cannot be generated. Blind holes cannot be generated as laser is going to pass directly, so we can't generate blind holes. That is one of the very major disadvantage of laser beam machining. Then control of hole size is also difficult. The size control, this size control is also too much difficult. That is directly depends on the intensity of this ray and all the parameters. Okay, so ultimately we need to change directly the laser generated. So that is the big issue, that we can't control here the size of hole. This is also one limitation. Then next is holes may have slight taper. Okay, as this ray is passing from this direction, the intensity of ray will decrease up to this end. Here the intensity will be higher, here the intensity will be lower as compared to this point. So ultimately what happens, some taper will occur there on the hole ultimately. And then limited life of flash lamp. This flash lamp have limited life, so that is also disadvantage. Then next parameter is nothing but, okay, that is nothing but life will be decreased. And now we will move towards bonus point for today's lecture. I have given you all idea about laser. Now I will give you in bonus point the formula for MRR. Okay, material removal rate, that is too much important, and that MRR's formula is CP divided by AET. Okay, so C is constant, depends on efficiency of laser, this is constant, which is depends on efficiency of laser. We are talking about laser beam machining itself. Okay, in bonus point also we have taken MRF formula of laser beam machining. So C is constant, which is depends on the efficiency of laser. Then next is P, that is power of laser incident on workpiece. This is power of laser incident on workpiece. Then what is A? A is nothing but area of laser at focal point in mm square. At the focal point, okay, there is one focal point at the workpiece. So the area of laser at the focal point, that is nothing but A. Then next is nothing but E, that is vaporization energy of material, that will be in watt per mm cube. The vaporization energy, as the laser beam is also working as a same like thermal process, so the heat will be given from laser beam to the workpiece, the evaporation will take place and material removal will take place. So ultimately the energy, that is watt per mm cube, will require, that is vaporization energy, and T is nothing but thickness of material in mm. Okay, T is nothing but thickness of material in mm. This is the formula of MRR, that is material removal rate for laser beam machining, Cp upon AET. So note down this formula, and you should note down what is C, what is P, AET, all the parameters note down there. Okay, and next parameter one, that is too much important, and I missed to give you, that is nothing but cooling system. Okay, in case of laser beam, we need to apply their cooling system for cooling of that laser generator. So this is also one of the very major disadvantage of laser beam machining, that we need their cooling system. Okay, cooling system is required. This is disadvantage of laser beam machining. So I have covered all the advanced manufacturing processes up till now. If you haven't watched all videos, then go to my channel. I have prepared separate playlist. In that, go to manufacturing. In that, you may go from, I think, lecture number 34 or something. From that, nearly 7 to 8 lectures I have covered all advanced manufacturing processes. So go there and watch all advanced manufacturing processes, and from next lecture I will come up with jigs and fixtures. Okay, and if you are enjoying, then please like, share and subscribe, and we will meet again. Thank you friends.